Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. I'm going to do this Jennifer McGuire technique where you piece papers together, and I wanted to go into a lot of detail on that, of course, during the video. But before I get started, I wanted to tell you that this weekend, April, I think it's the 28th, Saturday, I'm going to a stamp show in Akron, Ohio called Adventures in Stamping. So if any of you are in the Akron area and you want to find me, I'll be there at Adventures for Stamping in it's a convention center there in Akron. And again, before I get started, there's a couple things I forgot during the video that I wanted to go over with you, and that was I'm using a happy birthday from Stampendous Say It Today, and I used a die and Enjoy and a lot of the words from this Hampton Arts Enjoy stamp set, and then I used the U die and a lot of the words from Simon Says Stamps You Matter. I forgot, as usual, to put those in the video, and I wanted to make sure I did not forget to tell you that. And these cards are so much fun to make. I used the Xyron to glue down my paper, and you'll see that in the video, but I wanted to give you some alternatives to that. You can use wet glue, you can use a glue stick, you can use basically any kind of glue format that you have. I just ran it through the Xyron because I thought it would be an easy way. There's some of them that are stuck on there. I thought it would be an easy way to be able to get everything glued and well adhered quickly, but you can use any glue that you want. Also, when I put the U in here that was die cut, it was my first attempt at playing with that, so at first I forgot to put something behind it to keep them in place. So my recommendation is the first thing you're going to want to do is on the back of this paper, you're going to want to put another piece of paper. You'll see me do that, but I don't know if I explain why I'm doing it, but I wanted to make sure I told you that in the beginning. So with that, let's watch the video. So today I'm going to make a birthday card, and I'm going to use a technique that I recently saw Jennifer McGuire do, but I'm going to do it differently than she did it. And it's going to start out by, she used a paper shredder, and I'm going to use my paper guillotine fiskers because I think it's fun and I like to play with it. And I'm going to cut these in all different shapes and sizes, and I think, well, not shapes, all different widths. And I think if you want to make a card look masculine, all you have to do is use colors that are darker or kind of jewel tones, and then it automatically becomes more masculine looking to me. And I got this stack of cards from my friend Becky with all the package of things she sent me a while ago, so I thought I would use them. Now these are textured and the other side is less textured, so I think I'm going to maybe use the textured size, but we will play with it and see. Okay, so here are all of our strips, and I think I'm going to kind of divide them up so that I have some colors together. That way I'll know what I'm doing, because otherwise I'll just be kind of flying by the seat of my pants. What else is new there? This is rainbow order. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Xyron right here. I'm going to create a ribbon. So this is what I'm going to go for, is having these all stuck down. So I'm going to play with those, and then I'll be back in just a minute after I've got a few of them attached. So here is my card. It's going to be, this part is 4" by 5 1/4" inch piece of paper, and I changed up my plan and just decided it was too much work to do this, so I just did all the colors, which was smart, and I should have thought of this. I just did all the colors on their own strips. So with that, I'm going to start by making one of these into I'm going to go on a diagonal, and that way if they aren't exactly right as far as if they aren't the same width, or if I cut them a little bit wonky, it won't be a big problem because we can always fix it in the end. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut out a word. I'm going to make several of these cards, so there's no point in wasting these bigger strips if I don't have to. There we go. Those are the bigger strips. Now the rest of these are pretty small, so I'm going to cut these over my garbage can. So I'll be back. Alright, so I punched the U out in this color. I put it in yellow. Well, that's what I'm going to do. And then from my from my same stamp set, Simon Says Stamps, You Matter, I'm going to take the Wishing You the Best Day Ever. Couldn't remember what that said. And I'm going to stamp that with Versamark. Nope, that's a lie. I'm going to be stamping it with Fine Onyx Black. And I just, I put these on an angle, and they're going to be only on the yellow so that you'll really be able to see them well. I wasn't sure how else to do this that you would be able to see them. And then I thought what I would do is emboss over them. Let me do it one more time, and then I'll get my Ranger Clear embossing powder out, and then we'll be ready to roll. Take it out of here and put my embossing powder on it off camera, so you won't really see this, but okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to get my embossing tool out. I'll heat this up. So then what we're going to do is we're going to get our background, and these are our pieces that go inside. And I thought what I would do with our background is take, this is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch background, and maybe I'll use the Fossil Amber in, I think I will. I think I'm going to use it in the Distress Oxides, because it'll make it look a little bit more chalky. I think that would look better. I'm just saying. And we're just going to go around the edges of it. If you've never seen me play with inks, this is how I do it. There's that. Yeah, I think this color is better. And this edge. Come on, buddy. Of course, get that one little spot that just doesn't want to play. Much better. Now I'm going to dry this up because I don't want you to have to wait, and it'll take a little bit of time if I don't. That looks pretty good, and in the meantime, if it's still not dry, that's okay, because I have a couple more things I need to do. We're going to put foam tape in there behind our first layer, and then I have to glue in pieces of my first layer, so that's what I'll do first. I'm going to take, whoops, wrong one. Oh, I was tricking myself there. I'm going to just take this, I'm going to take these two pieces out, and then I'll put my foam tape behind it. This is that foam tape that I absolutely love. We're going for a masculine card. Don't forget that. That's the important part of the story, because we don't want, I mean, if I made this card for a woman, I would definitely use different colors. These are colors that I think are very manly. Put my U back in, and I can do that because I have one little piece of foam right there. And then I'm going to put another piece. Maybe I'll put a piece of paper back there too. I better do that just to be on the safe side. So I'm just going to use this part of the paper, and that way we'll be sure it will stay. And then I gotta find my tape runner. I'm going to flip it over this way because this is the flatter side. And then that'll ensure that our word will stay in there too. Then I'm going to put more foam tape through the middle. Alright, let's see how it's coming so far. And then I want to stick, is this the right one? Yeah. Then we have our card base that's dry. And I can just flatten her out. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, buddy. There's that. So I'm going to go around the edges of my second card with chipped sapphire, and this is just regular distress ink. It's not the oxide inks. I just want to make sure that I have the color all around the edges, and hopefully not on the inside or the back. But you know, these things sometimes happen when I ink things up, that I get a little on the back or places I don't want it. Okay. So that is, I just colored the back of the card. Well, that was slick, so I'm just going to continue coloring the back of the card because, you know, why not have a navy blue card? The only thing I won't be able to put my stamp on that one. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper for under it so that I can color on the right side, since I did such a good job on that other side. Okay, great job, super duper. Look at that back, how pretty. On the inside of the card, I did that enjoy that I punched out of the one card base, and I also punched out the word you, and then I'm going to just stick this right, trying to find a place where it works best. Right there, looks good. So there's enjoy, and then on the outside I have my card base already figured out with my fun foam. There is that one, and here is this one. I think that background really makes a difference in you know, the background color, that goldish color. I'll probably have it back too far. I usually do that. The background color really, I think, makes a big difference. This one I will stamp on the back. I made this for you. There's that one. This one, of course, can't do it because it's navy blue, but there's those two. Then I'm going to do envelopes that will look okay with them. I thought I would just take some washi tape that is just kind of frisky. It has these little, it's just this gold color. I thought it would look nice on the flap of this one. There's that one. And there's that one. And this one doesn't have that kind of flap, so we're going to do the bottom. We're going to loop it around the bottom of this one. Like that. And then we're going to flip it over. And hopefully not have a big catastrophe. I think that looks pretty good. So there is this card with its backing and this card with its back. Turn it that way so you can see them both. Well, I hope you like this. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of just die cutting and piecing papers. So if you can cut and piece papers together, and I'm really good at that, it's one thing I'm really good at. If you can do that, this card is a simple card to make, and it's great for a man. I think it looks like something, I don't think it's feminine. I do think it's very masculine. I hope you enjoyed this and that you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Tell one friend about me on social media. I'd really appreciate that. Just one friend. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.